Hello. So I just learned this riff recently for a student of mine who wanted to learn how to play it, and I thought it'd be cool to make a video helping other people learn how to play it as well. I think it's a cool riff. It's Leader of the Titans by Mors Principium Est. So anyways, here goes. The way I kind of think of it is I started off with this shape here. That's really how I make sense of it. And it's right here, like this. So basically, you're looking at playing I put my second finger on the 10th fret of the D string, first finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and then my fourth finger on the 12th fret of the B string. So here's the 10th fret, 9th fret, 12th fret. And this forms if you're curious about chord names or anything like that, this forms a C major 7th shape, but without a 5th. And to understand this, I really think just learning the first 6 notes, and that kind of establishes what the pattern is throughout. So first, I'm going to play this 12th fret, and then I put my first finger on the 9th fret of the D string, second finger on the 10th fret of the D string, my first finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and then I go back down. So to play it slowly, we're starting off with that 12th fret on the B string. And that pattern right there, this one right here, repeats throughout much of the riff. The thing that changes is the top note right here. And so to give you the first example of this, is we're going to do these first 6 notes. But then I'm going to go to the 10th fret of the B string, right here. And then I'm going to play these other notes, just as I did for the 12th fret. So, 12th fret, 10th fret, and then for the last 2 notes of this particular part of that pattern, so there's the 12th fret of the G string, and I go to the 9th fret of the D string, and then the 11th fret of the G string, and the 9th fret again. So instead of playing that pattern, I'm just playing the first note of that pattern. You know, because these notes are going to be hit faster. So let me play it all in context. Okay, and really I kind of break this riff down a little further into 4 parts. And that's the first part right there. That's actually the first part and the third part. And so after that, you have the second part, which is going to be a little bit of a variation on that first part. So the same thing. Now the second part goes like this. And so basically what I'm doing is, instead of going on the 12th fret and the 9th fret, instead of then doing that, my pinky is going to be on the 13th fret of the B string, and then the 12th fret of the B string. So I'll play that one more time. This is the second part. Actually, that was the first part. My bad. So first part. Second part. And And then adding in the third part is rather easy because it's the same thing as the first part. So I want to play the first three parts all back to back. First part, second part, first part or third part. Alright, so now into the fourth pattern. This one's going to be different for two reasons, and it makes it a little more tricky to learn. The first and second pattern start off with this, but then have a variant at the end of it. So the first one being, and then the second pattern being. The fourth pattern, however, has a much more complicated variant that goes like this. And that variant starts at a different point in the original part. So instead of playing this, 12th fret, 10th fret, with that little repeating part right there, it skips the second half of that, so it just goes 12 in the pattern, and then it goes to the variant, which is. So how you play that is you're going to go 12, then do that, and then I put my middle finger on the 10th fret of the E string, and then my first finger is going to go on the 9th fret of the D string, and then my middle finger on the 10th fret of the D string. So the whole thing like this. Remember, we're having our upstrokes starting with that. That makes this a lot smoother to play. And then after that, you're going to go pinky on the 13th fret of the B string. And then you're going to play those two notes in the opposite order. So instead of going 9 and 10, you're going to go 10 and then 9. And then after that, you're going to just play 10th fret and then the 9th fret. This is the 10th fret on the B string and then the 9th fret on the D string. And then the 12th fret of the B string. So that full variant will go like this. And that will complete the entire riff. So let me play the whole thing for you at a slower tempo, and then just maybe you can watch my fingers and hopefully it all makes sense. Here we go, part 1. Part 2. Part 1 again. Now part 4, here we go. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, same as Part 1, Part 4, and then play it at tempo, and it's going to go like this. Forgive me if I make a little mistake. There we go. I am kind of new to this and I do make mistakes, little flubs from time to time, but I'm getting better at it. So hopefully that all makes sense to you, and if you like this video, give it a like or share. Or if you have any questions, of course, leave a comment down below and I'll try my best to answer it, as well as any recommendations for other things you'd like me to break down. Thank you and have a great day.